Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to Wednesday workout. It's Des here, just checking in ahead of my activity today. Just on my way out for a run. Didn't quite manage to catch the daylight, but despite the fact it's cold and wet, I'm still getting out there, still getting it in. So I'll be back shortly to let you know how that went and for a few further words about Wednesday workout and what we do here. So see you soon, guys. Done. Wednesday workout, tick. Always good to get that one in the bag. Always good to get out. Really enjoyed that. Absolutely loved it, despite that trepidation at the start. You know, it was a bit cold. It was drizzly, mizzle, as we call it in these parts. But it was absolutely fantastic when I got going. It really picked up. I felt really strong, and it was pretty quick. And whilst being quick is not the most important thing, it's not what we necessarily encourage. It's just about getting out there and taking part in the activity. But it's good to see some progress, and I've been putting a lot of work into my activity recently. So it's really important to see those kind of results. And of course, that's what the the Do Running Challenge at the moment's all about. Normally we'd have a Wednesday workout challenge, but at the moment we've got the Do Running 25 Days Challenge, the lead up to Christmas Day, trying to get a mile, whichever way you choose in, It's about dedication and commitment, but what it does ultimately, it makes us all stronger, fitter, healthier. If we can get out in the day, I touched on there, I didn't quite make it today, and I've been making a real effort this week. If we can get out in the day, that makes us, it gives us that vitamin D as well, doesn't it? And that's something I've been trying to sort of force the message across a little bit this week, because that's so important. Something not many of us are that well aware of. I wasn't myself. Of course we've all heard of it, but we don't really know where the sources come from. And it's important to remind people that we can help ourselves, particularly with what's going on around us. I touched on at the end of yesterday the fact that we're almost there was that uncertainty creeping in again. A little bit of that now has been sort of clarified, so we can really press on and look forward to the next week or so, to Christmas, to the new year, start making plans. And whilst it's not ideal, it's not as we want things, in reality, we either accept this or we don't. If we don't accept it now, if we don't accept it at this time of year, when are we ever going to accept it? We've got to try and be happy, try and make the most of what we've got, try and make the most of the chance to see some of our loved ones in a much better environment. And that's really important. That's something I'm looking forward to, something that's driving me on. There's lots to do before then. I see people already saying they're shutting down for Christmas. I wish I had that luxury, but it's about doing all these things that we do. I've had a real busy day today, and I was kind of wondering before I went out there, should I wait till after the video? Should I do the video beforehand, because I've been really busy today preparing for Christmas. I've done a bit of shopping, done a bit of sort of house shopping as well, and I was wondering whether I should wait with my run. And then when I thought, well, why not just get out there and do it, get it in the bag, like I say, clinging on to that tiniest bit of daylight. But now I've done it, I feel absolutely fantastic. As you can see, I've got a real sweat on, had a real good workout, really pushed myself today. And it was to be honest, I've been feeling great anyway, so I didn't need much sort of motivation, but it was just that query over time. A few things have happened. I was so pleased today to get a message from a guy who I've been following on Strava actually for as long as I can remember. I don't know the guy, Strava tends to be like that. You kind of follow people you don't really know, but it's this amazing running community, isn't it, that we're all involved in. But this guy kind of spends a lot of time in the USA, and he messaged me and says when he's in Nottingham that he'd like to run with me. And I thought, that's absolutely fantastic for me, It just shows somebody's paying attention somewhere. I don't know the person, but they'd like to sort of have a look about what Do Running's about and what what I'm about, a bit more than they've seen already. And I really enjoyed receiving that, because it's always about doing things, meeting new people, enjoying things together. And that, like I say, the running community is particularly good for that. And I was absolutely buzzing. I've mentioned it a lot through DOdaily. I love taking pictures. I tend to post them up on the end of each video, and I took a picture yesterday of the world famous City Ground. I mentioned that there was a match on. It was the first time that there was a match with Forest and County, the two teams who are so close together in Nottingham for over 30 years. And I took a picture with both floodlights on. I'll pop it up at the end, and it went viral. I couldn't believe it. It's been shared so many times. And whilst I don't do it for that, I do like to share my photos. I like to share what I'm doing. But it was absolutely amazing that everywhere I looked, on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, was just this picture, and it was just great. It was a really nice sort of feel of after taking all these photos, when people share them, it's nice. And that's all it's supposed to be about, isn't it? It's supposed to be to inspire and help people make the most of what they're doing. And if people can get out and about taking pictures, of course that involves walking, that involves activity, and that's exactly what I did after the solidarity session, which was fantastic. Flying high from that, had a really nice run with Kay, with a friend. We got some nice pictures, and then we came home, and I went for a little walk around where we live, managed to get that picture, and like I say, so many sharing it, and that was absolutely fantastic. So that put me in a great frame of mind. What a Tuesday that was. So going into Wednesday, it was never going to be a problem, despite this busy day. Despite being a little bit pressed for time there, I was definitely on it, definitely ready to go. And that's all I'm kind of saying, guys, is just make sure you've got time for everything. Make sure you've got time for your activity, because it's so important. We're all guilty at times of not planning it in. We plan in work, we're planning when we got to sort the washing out, we're planning when we got to go shopping, but what we don't plan is the bit of time for ourselves, that all important activity. And on a Wednesday, I feel it's always important just to break the week down, just to get out there. We've got this challenge going, we're now into single figures, less than 10 to go. So everybody that's done that, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm really enjoying sort of seeing people. I'm really enjoying getting through it. I've actually done about 47 days now, I think, 46 days, something like that in a row, 5k a day. And this past week, I've been really getting those results. So that's fantastic as well. So yeah, it's just an encouragement to get out there, try and be inspired by a few of those things I've said, by seeing me wet through. It was a tough one. I was pushing, I was striding, and sometimes I find, just quickly before I go, sometimes I find it's good to get out there when you've just got enough time. One of my fastest ever 10Ks was when I had an hour to go before leaving to go somewhere else, and you tend to just go out there, and if you're looking to push on, like I say, it's not necessarily about time, but if you're looking to push on that little bit, just allow yourself that window, and knowing you've got to get back sometimes just stretches it on. But whatever you choose to do, however you choose to do it, just get out and enjoy it. Today I ran with a smile on my face, pleased with all that stuff, pleased with the way things are going. I was thinking about my injury. It's the last thing I want to think about, because I was listening to something yesterday about the placebo effect and how doctors kind of use that. I'll perhaps talk about that a bit further, but sometimes when we think we're injured, when we think we're ill, we tend to put ourselves in a bad frame of mind, in a bad state. Bad mental health leads to bad physical health and all those things. So it's important to stay positive, keep tackling what we do, keep pushing hard. We've still got plenty of 2020 to go, and despite the fact much of it has been rubbish in many ways, we've got lots to look forward to, haven't we? Particularly next week, when we can enjoy Christmas and we can enjoy it with the people we love. So until Thursday thoughts, guys, that's all I've got today. Not too much to say, just a bit of a reflection on how things are going personally. But if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments on any of the social media, any of the videos. You know, I'll find them, I'll pick those up. Anything about activity, motivation, Christmas, coronavirus, you know, what I like to watch on TV. I'm happy to answer absolutely anything if it's got a chance of helping others and inspiring others to do things that might help them. So keep posting those. And of course, I asked that throwback question: which food do you eat just at Christmas? I love a mince pie. You know, I've just give it out there today. Absolutely love a mince pie. And Kay's actually made me some. I'm going to actually try them. Don't know if they'll be any good. I'm sure she'll kill me for saying that, but I'm going to try those tonight. You know, once this is uploaded, I've got all my jobs done. I can sit back and look forward to the live session tomorrow. One of my favourites of the week. So please post some questions if you can. It's so important to use your content. Until then, guys, just doing it.